Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, welcome you all in Pakistan International School Taif Virtual Learning System. Today is our 29th video lecture for grade second year students, boys and girls. I'm Mrs. Rosia Imran, your mathematics teacher. Exercise 2.9 I already started, and first two questions with all parts I already discussed in previous lecture. Today we will start from question number 3. Before starting question number 3, I will revise uh, the things that we study, that how we find the maximum and minimum function and how we find its value. First of all, when we want to find the function is maximum or minimum, first step is that we differentiate the function with respect to the given variable. When we differentiate the function with respect to the given variable, we get f prime of x. Then for stationary point, to find the value of x, we put f prime of x equal to 0. Means that where we find x in the given function, there we put 0 and find the value of f prime of x. We get some value of f prime of x, value of x. That value of x will be the stationary point. Then again we differentiate the function, again twice we differentiate, two times. First time already differentiate and then find the stationary point. The stationary point is the value of x, and then we differentiate again. When we differentiate again we put the value of x, the stationary point which we get, that we put in the double derivative of the function. When from this we get some value, that value either will be greater than x or less than x. If it is greater than x, so the given function will be minimum. If it is less than x, then the given function will be maximum. After this after this second step, the third step is the value of x which we already find, that we put in the original function. It gave us the value on which the function is minimum or maximum. You can check it in this. Look, we have given f of x. This is the revision of the previous lecture. F of x, we find the derivative of f of x. Then for stationary point, we put f prime of x equal to 0. So when we put f prime of x equal to 0, so we get value of x from this. Here we get two values of x from this. One is positive, one is negative. For both value, first we differentiate this equation, one f prime of x, f double prime of x. Then we put the value of x in this. If it is less than 0, has relative maximum at x is equal to 1. Then to find the maximum value on which point it is maximum, we put this x equal to 1 in the original function and we get the value. Similarly, if we find two stationary point or these three stationary point, for each point you put in double derivative, find the function is minimum or maximum. After that, that value of x you put in the original function. Now come to question number 3. From question number 3, today we will start. Find the maximum and minimum value of the function defined by the following equation occurring in the interval 0 to pi. Means that the interval is given from 0 to 2 pi. You have to find the function is maximum or minimum. Given function is sin x plus cos x. You differentiate with respect to x, f prime of x. You know that sine derivative is cos x. Cos derivative is minus sine x. This is the first equation. For stationary point, what we do, just like the previous question, we put the first derivative is equal to 0. So cos x minus sin x is equal to 0. Cos is positive here, shifted at other side, it will be negative. Minus sine cancel from both side divide by cos of x, so sin x divided by cos x, and here cos divided by cos is equal to 1. Sin over cos x, you know that that is equal to tangent x. Tangent x is equal to 1. Tangent multiply with x when shifted at other side, it will be tan inverse. You know that it will go in division. So when you take it in the numerator, so law of exponent, the power will be negative. Tan inverse 1. So tan inverse 1 is 45 degree. You can check it. That is pi by 4 or 5 pi by 4, any one of them. So two values we get. Now for the first value, we check the maximum or minimum value, and then for the second value. Now what will we do? The second step is that differentiate equation 1 with respect to x. If double derivative of x, cos of x is minus sin of x is cos of x. You put x equal to pi by 4. You know that sine pi by 4 is 1 over under root 2, sine as it is minus sine as it is. Cos pi by 4 is 1 over under root 2. So we get minus 2 into 1 over under root 2, which is less than 0 because negative value less than 0. So f is relative maximum at x is equal to pi by 4. Now you put this pi by 4 in the original equation. In this equation, f of x equal to sin x cos x. In this equation, you have to put pi by 4. So pi by 4 minus sine pi by 4 minus cos pi by 4. So you get this value minus 1 over under root 2 minus 1 over under root 2. So we get minus 2 1 over under root 2 less than 0. So means that the function is relative maximum. Now this pi by 4 we put in the original equation. We get 2 1 over under root 2. So by multiplying and so this 2 we can write it under root 2 square. So under root 2 one time cancel with under root 2, we get under root 2. Now this pi this second value 5 pi over 4 we put in the second derivative minus sine 5 pi over 4 minus cos 5 pi over 4, we get this. So minus minus plus 1 over under root 2 minus minus plus 1 over under root 2, we get 2 into 1 over under root 2, which is greater than 0, positive value. So the function f is relative minimum it this value. Now this value we put in the original equation. When we put in original equation, we get minus 1 over under root 2 minus 1 over under root 2. So minus 2 1 over under root 2. So this minus 2 we can write it under root 2 square. So square and this one value cancel and we get minus 1 over under root 2 is the answer. Now come to question number 4. Very important question, mostly come in papers, that show that y is equal to natural log of x over x has maximum value at x is equal to e. Means that in advance they are telling us that the function has maximum value, means that less than 0 at x is equal to e. So y is equal to natural log of x over x. So differentiate with respect to x. You know that it's given in form of fraction. So quotient rule, the denominator square, denominator derivative of numerator, derivative of natural log of x is 1 over x minus numerator as it is natural log of x, derivative of denominator, derivative of x is 1. So this x and this one x cancel, so we get 1 minus natural log of x divided by x square. For critical point or for stationary point, what we do, the first derivative you put equal to 0. So 1 minus natural log of x over x square equal to 0. So x square divided here, shifted at other side, multiply with 0. So 0 multiply with any number, we get 0. So 1 minus natural log of x is 0. So natural log of x, this negative here negative natural log of x shifted at other side. So positive natural log of x is equal to 1. So you know that natural log of e is equal to 1. So therefore we replace this 1 with natural log of e. Natural log and natural log cancel from both sides. So x is equal to e. Now differentiate again in the same way. Differentiate again 1 with respect to x, so double derivative. Again the quotient rule, x square whole square and x square derivative of the numerator. One derivative is 0 and natural log of x derivative is 1 over x, so minus 1 over x. Then minus numerator as it is, 1 minus natural log of x as it is. Derivative of the denominator, x square derivative is 2x, you know that. This x one time cancel, one time left, minus x, and this 2x multiply inside, so minus 2x plus 2x natural log of x. So minus 2x and minus x is minus 3x plus 2x natural log of x divided by x power 4. Now we put in this x is equal to e. Where we find e in the x in the given function, we put e. So minus 3e plus 2e natural log of e power 4. So minus 3e as it is plus 2e as it is. Natural log of e is equal to 1. So minus 3e plus 2e is minus e. E one time cancel with e power 4, one time left. So minus 1 over e cube, negative value which is less than 0. So prove that y is a maximum value because we get it's less than 0. This we are going to prove that the given function is maximum if the x is equal to e. So x is equal to e, the given function, we already proved it that it is maximum. Now come to the next question, question number 5. Show that y is equal to x power x has maximum value at x is equal to 1 over e. Again, you have to prove that the given function is maximum, means that when you put in double derivative the stationary point, you will get less than 0, which proves that the given function is maximum value. Remember one thing, students, when you have a variable and also in power you have a variable, so before differentiating, what will you do? You taking log on both sides to remove this power variable. So what will we do? We taking log on both sides, so we get natural log of y and natural log of x power x. You know that the log rule, if anything in power, it will come in coefficient. So x natural log of x. Now we differentiate with respect to x. Here if you check, x natural log of x is given in form of product, so we apply the product rule. So differentiate natural log of y with respect to x and differentiate natural x into natural log of x with respect to x. So natural log of y is 1 over y and derivative of y is dy by dx. Here first term as it is, derivative of the second term, plus second term as it is, derivative of the first term, product rule. So this x we write as it is, and derivative of natural log of x, you know that that is equal to 1 over x, and this natural log x we copy as it is, and dx by dx is equal to 1. So this x cancel with x and we get 1 plus natural log of x. Y divided here, shifted at this side, so multiply. You put the value of y which is given, x power x into 1 plus natural log of x. This is first equation or first derivative. For stationary point, in this first derivative, we put dy by dx is equal to 0. So when we put x power x 1 plus natural log of x equal to 0, so this x power x multiply here, shifted at other side, so it will be divide. 0 divided by any number is 0. So we get 1 plus natural log of x equal to 0, sorry. 1 plus natural log of x equal to 0. So this 1 is positive here, shifted at other side, it will be negative. So you know that 1 you can replace with natural log of e. So minus 1, natural log and natural log cancel. So natural log of e, this minus 1 is in coefficient, so you know that the coefficient will come in power, so e power minus 1. Natural log and natural log cancel, so x is equal to e power minus 1, or x is equal to 1 over e. Now in the first derivative you have to take the second derivative. Again you differentiate equation 1 with respect to x. When you differentiate, you get double derivative, this x power x Again, you use product rule, x power x as it is derivative of the second term plus second term as it is derivative of the first term. So x power x, here the derivative of 1 is 0 and natural log of x is 1 over x, plus this one value you copy as it is, and derivative of x power x we already find it here. Look, derivative of x power x we already find it in the first step, so we just put its value x power x 1 plus natural log of x. So x power x is common, we take it common, we get 1 over x plus 1 plus natural log of x whole square. Now in this we put the stationary point x equal to 1 over e. So 1 over e power 1 over e, 1 divided by 1 over e plus 1 plus natural log of 1 over e whole square. So this one we copy as it is, and if something is in the denominator, it will come in the numerator, 1 plus natural log of e power minus 1 whole square, and this one value we copy as it is, e we copy as it is 1. This minus 1 power will come in the coefficient minus natural log of e. Natural log of e, you know that that is equal to 1. So 1 minus 1, 0. So we get 1 over e power 1 over e into e, which is positive number greater than 0. So it show that y is a maximum value at x is equal to 1 over e. So I hope you will understand it. If any difficulty, any questions, you can ask in Zoom meeting class. So inshallah in next lecture we will start the new exercise, last exercise of this chapter. I hope you will understand it. Take care. Allah Hafiz.